James finally gets a chance to rectify the problem he caused in the previous episode. This is Thomas and Friends episode 9, Troublesome Trucks. And I just want to say before I get in with the narrative that one of the things I'm enjoying with rewatching these, partly for the nostalgia, but I'm also enjoying the fact that I'm learning or beginning to recognize different frequently recurring angles, because obviously the sets only got so many tracks and so many locations, and there are several angles in this where we see James coming, I think, round a corner and up a hill, up a quite a shallow hill, with quite a long shot background. They're shots, exactly the same shots, but with different trains that I've seen in previous episodes. And as a fan of model railways, this is something that I find so fascinating. And I just think it's an absolute delight and something that I didn't get from the show when I was younger. Um, I don't remember this episode specifically from my childhood, but it's nice to see it following on from the previous episode. In this one, James is wanting to prove that he's still a good truck, a good engine, rather, and in order to do that, he's been tasked with pulling the freight trucks again, those naughty trucks. And the trucks are doing everything they can to make James have a really difficult time, but he's determined to see this through, and he does it very successfully, with some wonderful facial expressions. I don't know how many different faces they have for each train. I'm sure I could find out somehow. But I just think they have some amazing facial expressions. And he does, he perseveres, and he shows that he can overcome the naughty trucks and deliver them as they need to be. And I enjoyed it. I thought it was a really sweet thing to give James this opportunity. As I've mentioned before, I am quite a big fan of James as a train. He was always one of my favourites. So I rather enjoyed it. As a narrative, it's very sweet, and as a fan of model railways, I'm just finding it utterly delightful. It's definitely a very different experience to what I had as a child, but equally as rewarding. Not a bad episode at all.